Nora Duncan, State Director for AARP Connecticut. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Tea with AARP CT, an interview series on the issues important to people 50 plus and their families in Connecticut. Today is September 11th, and it is a day that AARP marks with a day of service. Staff and volunteers are at a variety of different food banks in Connecticut, helping these hardworking organizations keep people fed. Today, I am joined by Luis Rodriguez Porter, the Director of Volunteer Services for Connecticut Foodshare, and AARP Connecticut volunteer Barb Munck. Welcome to both of you. Today is a good day for us to talk about food insecurity in Connecticut, how it impacts older adults, and what Connecticut Foodshare does to combat hunger. So, Luis, would you take a minute to tell us about Connecticut Foodshare's mission and expansion over the years?
Okay. Well, thank you for having me here today. Connecticut Foodshare is the food bank that serves the entire state of Connecticut. Our mission is pretty much very simple: to create a thriving community free of hunger. Can't get more clear than that. We know that 1 in 7 people in the state of Connecticut are insecure or facing food insecurities. And so we work with a large network of partners, pantries, community kitchens, shelters, and mobile food pantries to distribute that food out to our communities for folks who are in need of it. The organization was originally founded in 1982. That was when the Connecticut Food Bank and Connecticut Foodshare were the major ones in the state. And then in 2021, we decided to merge as an organization and create one organization servicing the entire state of Connecticut. So there's about 480 plus partners in the state, and these are the food pantries and the soup kitchens. And what they do, they go through an onboarding process. We vet to make sure that they are a good standing organization, and then we provide food to them. We provide deliveries to them. They can come to our food bank and pick up these orders, and then in their communities, they distribute out these foods to those who need them. There's also the mobile trucks, and this is one that many folks don't know about it, but these are trucks that go out to your communities, and this is a no questions asked. You basically bring your bag and take what you can, and you walk away. And that's what we want in our communities, folks to have access to food with no questions, no judgment, and go.
I have seen that mobile food truck in my community and communities across the state, so I appreciate you mentioning that as well. And I know you can find that information easily through your town or through your website. So Luis, the AARP Foundation estimates that 1 in 10 older adults do not have consistent access to enough food to support a healthy lifestyle. How many people does the network serve, and what percentage of those folks are older adults?
So last year, we actually distributed over 44 million meals to our neighbors, and 1/3 of it being healthy choice. We are a food bank that we think healthy. We want people to get healthy access to healthier foods, because we know that with food, there's other implications. And so last year we put together close to 978,000 meals for our seniors using the CFSB, which is called Community Supplemental Food Program, which is a box that in Bridgeport, you get to fill up with some of the food items that our seniors eat, and then it gets either delivered to them or they can pick them up from our food banks. But it's basically based from our last data from Feeding America. The senior food insecurity rate right now is at 8.3, which is a 20% increase from last year, that's huge. And so we are here to help alleviate that to our senior population in the state of Connecticut.
Well, I know roles of volunteers can be very important. What are the roles of volunteers to get the mission accomplished with your organization?
Super important. If you've seen our social media posts, our President and CEO talk about, the first word that comes out of anyone's mouth is volunteers are important to our mission here at Connecticut Foodshare. They're crucial to the work that we do. People often think Connecticut Foodshare is just a big organization. We're only about 125 employees. So without the volunteers, we won't be able to do this work. So when you look at the numbers and the amount of food that we're pushing out, the amount of hours that our volunteers put in is around 23 full-time employees that we can't pay. So our volunteers are crucial to us. Our volunteers can do many things. They can help us fill out SNAP applications. They can help us go to the state capitol and cheer us on and support us and advocate for us. Or you're welcome to come to one of our sites and go through some of our donated food products, all while having fun, listening to music, connecting with other volunteers, connecting with other corporations, and just going through the food and just packaging it for us and making it safe for folks to have access to it once it gets on our mobile trucks and our pantries and our soup kitchens.
Yeah, that's really cool. As we've discussed, and Barbara knows well, we love our volunteers at AARP. We couldn't do any of that stuff at the Capitol, any of the stuff in community without our volunteers. Just in Connecticut, there's 7 of us full time, yet somehow we manage to be at 30 events every month and, presenting in communities all over Connecticut. So appreciate your love of the volunteer. And so another commonality, Lewis, is that I know your CEO has publicly expressed deep concern over SNAP benefit cuts at the federal level, as well as the increase that is going to hit state budgets for administrative costs. They're being shifted from the federal government to the state government. AARP objected to these changes at the federal level, but we did not. We did not succeed in that opposition. But the good news is that Connecticut Foodshare managed to get $9 million in state funding over the biennium. But the thing that concerns me, and I'm sure concerns your organization much more, is that you guys needed that $9 million before the federal changes were made. So I just think maybe you can walk us through a little bit of what you're expecting to see. You're part of industry doing this all over the country. What's the forecast look like?
So we are also concerned with the SNAP cuts because it's the most effective program for addressing hunger. Most folks don't know this. For every 1 meal we can provide at the food bank, SNAP can provide 9 meals. So those cuts really did hurt us. And we're thankful that the state Connecticut lawmakers came together to pass this budget, which, like as you mentioned, was $9 million. The way it works is the first year, 2026, it'll be $3 million that fiscal year. And then in $6 million will come in fiscal year 2027. And so how that works is through CTNAP. And those funds can only be used to purchase food from local sources. And we're committed to allocating 15% of those funds to purchase straight from our Connecticut farmers. So again, it's going back into our Connecticut, our small business owners and that kind of space. But this increase in funding is especially important as we are seeing, the lines getting longer, seniors coming to our door calling us, I need help, I need food. So this will definitely help us reach out to those communities, especially our seniors who are in need of those resources.
So, Lewis, how can people help?
Come on over to Connecticut Foodshare and help us volunteer with us. But again, the best one I would say is if you can't volunteer, you can also be a donor. For every dollar donated, we can provide 2 meals. And I always share this and talk about this. We have access to purchasing food at a lower discounted price than most folks do. So it's okay if you want to go to like a BJ's or Costco and get some of those donated products and bring them over to us. But it's much better for us for you to donate that dollar. And so we can get more product from those organizations. So it's a win-win. We welcome everyone. We have spaces for anyone to come and join us and have a little fun with us, all while doing good work and serving our state and those folks who need us.
I think during the pandemic, a lot of Connecticut residents who were not familiar with Foodshare and sort of with food insecurity in general saw what was happening. I mean, I remember you guys being out at Rentschler Field, and it just this incredible shift in how your operation was working. But I'm glad you said that about be a donor. People like to go pick things up and drop them off. But what you guys said over and over during the pandemic, that is even with supply chains being a disaster area, you still had the connections, everything to like get stuff that we couldn't get ourselves at a price that we could not get ourselves. So I think giving that dollar versus bringing in a can, it's one thing to go to and this is just my little spiel, but I have a little free pantry in my on my way down to pretty much everywhere I go in my town. And if at the grocery store they have buy 4 cans for $5, I take 2 and put 2 in there, right? That's just a little something for someone who lives in my community. But if I wouldn't go put $50 in there, I'd give it to you guys instead, because you know what to do with that. So I can feel good with my couple of cans, but also I'd rather give it to the people who know what to do with it to make the most of every cent of that money. Right. So I felt sort of personally committed to making that statement.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us about the pizza plate.
That's the hot topic in Connecticut these days, the pizza plate. So the state of Connecticut has rolled out the pizza state license plate. And so this comes following Governor Lamont's recent declaration of our state being the pizza capital of the United States. And so the license plate features Connecticut Foodshare logo. And through this process, none of the money goes to Connecticut Foodshare. The license plates simply provide awareness for us and sheds lights on the importance of food insecurities and making sure that we are, helping, supporting, not only individuals, but our partner agencies, our donors, everyone that, shine a light on us that the work that we're doing is important, and we welcome all that.
Well, I can tell you, I have a stepson who lives out of state now, but will go to the grave saying Connecticut is the pizza capital of the world, and there's nothing better than Connecticut pizza. So he was like, if I move back, I'm getting that plate immediately. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Just a good way to showcase both some of the great food we have in Connecticut and the great work that you guys do. Barbara?
Thank you.
I agree on the pizza capital of the states, that's for sure. But I won't even get into pizza wars. That's too controversial. So please tell us, Louis, where people can learn all about how to access food if they need it, where they can how they volunteer, and to donate, and anything else you'd like to add.
Yeah, so the best place to go visit is our website, ctfoodshare.org. Just a little note, our website is translatable, so any language you need it to translate to. If you can't find anything on the website, please call us. We will navigate you through the system and help you find what you need from our website. But everything exists in our website, from clicking on the word volunteer. There's the shifts that are available there that you can sign up, create a profile. Is very easy. And again, if you need help, we are there to help you. My team is there to help you. You can walk in and we can help you as well. You can find our mobile pantry schedule. If you're looking for that schedule, it's very simple. If you all have cell phones, you're going to text the word food share, all capitals, or the word comida in Spanish, to 85511. And as you're driving through the state and you see a town that you're nearby, you can click and see if there's a mobile truck right on in that area that you can stop by and get some food. And our website is also a great place to find the button that says donate. You can help, donate some funds to us. And then just learn about all of our upcoming events that are coming out, for the rest of the year and in the year ahead. So visit our website. And if you're having a hard time with the website, which I doubt you will, you can always call us, and my team will be right there to assist you, both in English and in Spanish, if you need it.
Awesome. We appreciate you helping us shed some light on food insecurity, what people can do about it, whether they need food or they want to help prevent food insecurity and address food insecurity in our state. So that'll wrap us up for today. Thank you both so much. And again, today is a day of service, a day of remembrance. It's September 11th, and volunteers all around the country from AARP and other organizations are out helping organizations just like Connecticut Foodshare in being a stronger, more compassionate America. So I'm glad to be able to do that. And as always, I'll invite viewers to join us as an e-advocate and help us advance policies important to the 50 plus in Connecticut. Just go ahead and scan that QR code. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in for another episode.